Up in the upper left-hand corner, you will see the transport controls. If I do a mouse over, it will tell you what each one of these symbols means. So from left to right, I have skip to start, play, record, pause, stop, and skip to end. Now in this basic series, I'm going to introduce two tools. The I-beam tool, also known as a selection tool, and the double-headed arrow, also known as the time shift tool. To begin recording, simply plug the microphone in, make sure it's on, and hit the record button. As I begin talking, it is recording my voice. Now press the stop button. You will notice that I did cough right in the middle, and that was on purpose. So if I play this back, I'm using the I-beam tool to place my cursor where I want to start the playback and then hit play. As I begin talking, it is recording my voice. Now press the stop button. All right, you can very easily see visually where the two coughs were at. So it's right here. If I use this I-beam tool to highlight, click, hold, and drag that selection and press the delete key on the keyboard, I just deleted those two coughs. Now I've got some beginning noise here, so I'm going to highlight the beginning once again using my I-beam tool and then pressing the delete key to get rid of that. Now let's place the I-beam tool at the beginning. Here's my timeline, 0 seconds, 1 second, 2 seconds, and so forth. Let me hit play. As I begin talking, it is recording my voice. Now press the stop button. And you have successfully recorded and edited your first audio segment. Now I recommend that you save this as a WAV file. So let's go to the File menu. We're going to use the Export function. And by default, you will see that it will make a WAV, Microsoft Sign 16-bit PCM file. So I'm going to save this to the desktop, and I'm going to call this try number 1 and hit save. If I would like, I can enter the ID3 tag information, artist name, and so forth, track title, whatever you want. Say OK once you're finished. And that exported that segment out to a WAV file. If you want to go ahead and continue recording, you can place the cursor at the end of your recording, press record again. This is track number 2. And press the stop button, and that will be a continuation. Now then, in this example, let me put the I-beam tool here, the selection tool, and hit play. Now press the stop button. This is track number 2. Now then, if I save this as a file, it will take both of these tracks and squish them into one. So I'm going to say File, Export, once again a WAV file. This time I'm going to call it try number 2. Hit save, say OK, and it gives me a warning. It says your tracks will be mixed down to a single mono-channel exported file. That's OK, so I will say OK. And now then, if I'm satisfied with everything, I can close Audacity out. Do I want to save changes in this edit mode? No. This is temporary editing, so I'm going to say no. And you will see I have try 1 and try 2. They're WAV files, so if I double click, as I begin talking, it is recording my voice. Now press the stop button. It opens up your default media player, in this case Windows Media Player, and that's it. That ends the basics of using Audacity to record a podcast. We have a WAV file now, and next we will need to change that into an MP3.